Hello, welcome again to this course Fixed Wing Glider Design. So, today we will talk about glider. What is a glider? Here you can see one glider is there. This is nothing but a glider. So, basically we can see the definition of lighter aircraft that is designed to fly without using an engine. Without an engine? How even this is possible without an engine? How an aircraft can fly? More or less, the glider is same of an aircraft. A glider can fly larger distance without an engine. What is this magic? How it can fly without an engine? Because of its aerodynamic properties. On the first sight, you can see it has a very large wing. This is nothing but wing of the glider. It's a large wing. Large wing, that means high lift. High lift. There is no engine. No engine, that means no sound. No sound. This is nothing but the cockpit basically. Cockpit. So, because of its aerodynamic property, it can fly. How it is getting taken off and how it takes off, you can please scan this QR code and find it out. How it takes off to that much height. Here you can see the height. The height is very high. Height is more. So, this is a glider basically. So, in general we can define like a glider is a type of aircraft is designed to fly without the use of an engine. Instead, it relies on the natural force of the atmosphere to stay aloft. Natural force, that is nothing but the aerodynamic force, using its wing to generate lift from the air currents. Air currents. Air current means this is your incoming air basically. These are nothing but the currents, air currents. Air currents. So, glider come in a variety of shapes and sizes, ranging from small single seat models to large multi seat aircraft used for military or research purposes. They are typically launched into the air from a high point. From a high point, it can be launched. You might have seen this kind of glider. One kite shape is there and one man try to fly this glider. This also comes under glider category, but it is launched from a high point. High point, from a hilly area, from a hill, such as a hill or tow plane. Yes, tow plane. What is tow plane? I will tell you that. Tow plane is something like one bungee kind of thread is there and it is attached to this plane, and they stretch this thread, and some people will hold this and launch it. So, this is nothing but the tow plane basically. and then glide through the air for an extended period of time. Often reaching great height and distance, gliders are often used for recreational purposes such as sport or competition flying, but they can also be used for scientific research, weather observation and military operation. Military operation because it does not create any sound. So, it can go through the enemy ranges and come back without creating any sound, very silently, due to their silent and efficient operation. Gliders are also used for environmental monitoring and conservation efforts. Okay. So, this is all about the glider, a brief, a very small introduction of a glider. Please scan this QR code and try to see how it is getting taken off, how it takes off basically. So, until then, bye bye, take care, see you soon. Hello, welcome again to this course Fixed Wing Glider Design. So, today we will talk about what is an aircraft. So, here in the definition you can see an aircraft is a vehicle which can fly by gaining support from the air. Support from the air, that means air, this is invisible thing, that air. I cannot see this air, but I can see the effect of that air. What was that? Here you can see one very strong storm, very strong. So, it can destroy anything, it can destroy anything basically. So, this is nothing but air, that is nothing but the movement of air. That means, if air moves, then it can generate lot of force. If air moves, that means it can generate lot of force. Force, that means that force. Here that force is nothing but, here we can see it balances the weight of the body by generating static lift or dynamic lift from the wing. Here lift, this is nothing but this force generated by this movement of air. Here you can see when one aircraft, how it flies basically. Here in the runway it starts to move. When it reaches some velocity, then that force, because of the movement of the air particle, so it pushes this aircraft up. It pushes the aircraft up, that is nothing but the lift force. Lift force. Okay. So, that lift force is responsible for flying basically. Okay. Gaining support from the air, you can see here, for only for understanding, this is not real picture basically. See how one bird flies. The principle is same, it is gaining support from the wing of a bird, from the wing of a bird. If this aircraft is analogous to a bird, so it is doing this acrobatic like a bird. So, basically what I want to tell you here, it is gaining support from the air. When it reaches to a certain velocity, then it goes up, it takes off basically. Then here one question I think you can ask, sir, the aircraft is moving, but air is not moving, then how it is, how it is flying, how it is getting take off, how it is getting taken off? How? See, suppose one, air is moving or one particle is stationary, is equal to that particle is moving and air is stationary. Both are same only. Okay, just think of that. So, here finally we can define the aircraft in such a way. So, an aircraft is a vehicle that is designed and used for flight through the earth atmosphere. Earth atmosphere. This is your earth atmosphere. This is your earth atmosphere. Earth atmosphere. It can take many forms. When the aircraft which flies beyond this earth atmosphere, what it is called? That is called spacecraft. Space, C-R-A-F-T. Here air comes into picture, that is nothing but your atmosphere. Air which comes under the atmosphere of what? Of earth. That is why it is called aircraft. When space comes into picture, then it is called spacecraft, outer space. Okay. So, it takes many forms including airplanes, helicopters, gliders, drones, helicopters, So, and it can be powered by engine or rely on the principle of aerodynamics to stay aloft. So, here you can see this is powered by engine, this is nothing but its engine, or some aircraft is like that, it does not have any engine, only it flies with the principle of aerodynamics to be in the airborne. So, aircraft are used for variety of purpose such as transportation, and transportation of what? People. What? Goods. Then military operation, military operations, scientific research, or aerial photography. Now, in these days it is becoming very famous, AERIAL, aerial photography. So, they are designed and constructed using specialized material and technologies that allow them to withstand the force of flight and are subject to strict safety regulations and maintenance standard to ensure their safe operation. Yes, this is very big point. See, if if you send goods through this aircraft, that is okay. If people inside that, now this is a big concern, because it flies through very high, around 10,000 feet, 15,000 feet, 20,000 feet. This is very high. What if it fails? then safety measures must be there in terms of in terms of its material, its engine, its particle, so everything. So we have to maintain the particular standard to ensure the safety operations and all. There are so many cases of crashes you might have seen. Recently one crash has happened in Nepal. So we need to ensure the safety. So this is nothing but an aircraft basically. So until then, happy learning. Bye bye. Take care.